Happy Doobie Friday, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Disney Morning Show. It's not really my Friday, but it's my morning show Friday. I'm Doobie Mosley, co-founder here at Laughing Place. That's Kyle Burbank, our executive editorial director. And say some quick hellos. I'll find my mouse. Hello, Fred Ramirez. Another important... That's what happened to me yesterday, Kyle, what you said, and I'm going through all this Disney history with, and not a whole lot happened. And then you realize, but then starting in 2000, this is the date they released every movie ever. So.
Well, I also enjoy when I get to ones where I'm like, oh, I thought we just talked about this person being born. Oh, this is their day they died.
Oh. Do you? I usually don't include those. Do you include this?
I don't.
Okay. Yeah.
And maybe once if I've had absolutely nothing else. But it also sounds like Fred's gone back to studying.
Hello. Maybe he just knows. Hello, Gio. Ahoy to you. Hello, Nikki P. Hello, JPP. Hello, Dan, the breaking news man. Do you have any breaking news for us today? I don't know. Do we have any breaking news? Let's find out. But first,
it is a holiday, so I don't know if Disney's going to be breaking too much news.
Oh, yeah. Am I even doing the stock price today? The market's closed, right? Let's just move on to what's happening.
All right. Weather.
Oh, that too. Is there...
Hello there, and welcome to another edition of the LP Disney Weather Report. Here we are, hanging onto strains of green and blues, break the chain, and we break down, but it's not real if you don't feel it, unspoken expectations. Ideals you used to play with, they've finally taken shape. What is good enough for you? What is good enough for me? What is good enough? It's good enough for me. Yeah. Let's get to the weather. Anaheim is cooler today, topping out at 79 degrees with sunny skies. Walt Disney World is partly cloudy now, but thunderstorms are likely this afternoon and evening. Those will cause the 90-degree high and triple-digit heat index to fall down to the 80s. You won't believe this, but Castaway Cay will be 83 degrees and sunny again today. Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point will be 84 on paper and feel like 91. Disneyland Paris is warm tonight, currently sitting at 86, but will cool by 10 degrees or more in the coming hours. Tokyo will start the day with cloud cover, but the sun will break through in the afternoon. They'll make it to a high of 86 degrees that will feel like 92. Shanghai will be overcast again tomorrow and will break 90 degrees. Lastly, Hong Kong is bracing for another rainy day, with showers possible into the early evening. Temperature-wise, their high is 84, but will feel nearly 10 degrees warmer. And that will do it for another Disney weather update. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Well, we're going to start today over in Paris, where they've hit a milestone in the construction of the new Frozen Ever After that's going to be at the World of Frozen there. Water is now flowing through the attraction, and as is customary, they've added water from other attractions around the world, such as Frozen Ever After at Epcot, also at Hong Kong Disneyland, and they also threw in Anna and Elsa's Frozen Journey at Tokyo Disney Sea.
Still can't mute, sorry. Okay.
You're good. And they've also added water from the fjords of Norway, which of course inspired Arendelle. And every time I say the word fjords, I just think of Monty Python. But World of Frozen coming in 2026 to the Disneyland Paris. More specifically, when it opens, it'll change from being at Walt Disney Studios Park to Disney Adventure World.
It's very annoying that you can't mute it on the embed, but you can mute it on its own page. Really annoying.
I know. I hate it. I hate it.
These are the problems of life.
So that's what I meant by frozen water. Now you understand the title of the show.
Well, speaking of title of the show, this is not a segue. World of Disney is coming to the high seas, which is just means they call the shop World of Disney because they all have a Disney shop like this. But this one's actually called World of Disney. So for the first time, we're getting a World of Disney on a Disney cruise ship. You probably won't see it. It's on the Disney Adventure, which is the one sailing out of Singapore. So they will have a World of Disney. They will have a World of Disney 2. They will also have a Nat Geo store, which is an interesting concept, including the yellow triangle, not a triangle, the yellow rectangle I didn't want to say square because it's not a square, but I kept going, yes, therefore it must be a triangle. No. The yellow
the
rumbus.
hexagonal.
It's also going to have a Duffy and Friends store, which is adorable and a much more appropriate place than Cape Cod at Disney Sea. And then they're also going to have, I don't think this is a picture of it, no, but they're going to have, for the first time, I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe concierge exclusive shops, which is just interesting. So they're going to have Palace Treasures, which is luxury goods and jewelry, and then Three Wishes, which is unique apparel and souvenirs and collectibles. So I wonder if they'll have concierge exclusive apparel there. You know, I stayed concierge on the Disney Adventure. So
I have money.
And then I also read that the shops will be confirmed to be using US dollars, which was an interesting concept I never thought of. I don't know what they use in Singapore typically, but the shops will be using US dollars. So, And then at Disneyland, get ready for fun. Disney Junior's Let's Play is back this August at the Disneyland Resort. It is coming August 8th through 10th, this 3-day celebration. Inspired by beloved Disney Junior characters and stories, Disneyland's own version of little tiny version of Cool Kid Summer. Stories, Disney Junior characters and stories, crafting, singing, and playing along with entertainment and photo opportunities and chance to meet Disney Junior characters. It even extends to Downtown Disney with the Let's Play Bubble experience, which is the thing I want to do. So
he wants to experience the bubbles.
That is coming August 8th through 10th, 2025.
You know what they say when you're at that experience?
Did I do this whole thing without sharing a screen?
Apparently, sorry. I was watching the screen down there, wasn't thinking about it.
They're the bubbles.
Last story. I don't think you did the Disney Junior.
Yeah, I forgot. They're the bubbles. That's the part I wanted to do.
Life is two bubbles.
My mistake.
Disney or Hulu's Hularious series is rolling right along. We just got word that Zarna Garg, who is apparently did a special in 2023 on different platform, will have a special airing July 18th, just about a month away on Hulu. It's going to be called Practical People Win. And I reviewed the last one, and a few others of the Hularious that you can check out on Laughing Place.
Will you be
They've
reviewing
started in November and they've had one a month. So we'll see how long it lasts.
Will you be reviewing this one?
Presumably.
Oh, you're like our Hularious correspondent. That's pretty cool.
I am.
Yeah, well, you have the best sense of humor on the team, so that makes a lot of sense.
Oh.
Is that a compliment?
It is. I took it as a compliment.
I mean, I guess I meant it as one. Levy, the very well-known food and beverage brand, will become the new food and beverage operator at ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex at Disney World beginning this summer, kicking off with refreshed menus crafted by their chefs across the huge 220-acre complex. They'll also be bringing a new dining concept. This ain't it. A new dining concept and freshly prepared grab-and-go offerings to the flagship ESPN Wide World of Sports Grill, which this is, later in the year. So this place is always, the Wide World of Sports has always been kind of is it a place where just the tourists can go to grab a bite, or is it just meant for the events? And I don't know. So I will retell this story.
They do use it for Run Disney events and stuff. That's the only time I've been there.
But, a couple of times we've gone just to eat, and it always seems, is it really meant for that? And if there's an event going on, it's packed. Otherwise, it's completely dead.
Sure, they're happy to take your money.
But it's fun to go there, like if there's a sporting event. We saw a lot of World Cup there. They actually had World Cup events there back when we lived there. But I'll tell my fun story of the time we were looking for something to eat about 11:30 at night at Disney World, and there was nothing open. And we brought out the unofficial guide, and it mentioned how the Wide World of Sports was open until 2 a.m. So we drive over there, and it is pitch dark, and we get over there, and like, what the heck is going on? And we look closer in the book, and it was still 3 months away from opening. So.
It's funny, the time that I went there for Run Disney, we ate at a food truck. So I still don't even know what the regular restaurants are like.
At times, it has been a really fun place to go eat, but it changes so much over the years.
Yeah. Well, we got news that Searchlight Pictures is working with the production company. Didn't write it down. They're working with a production company that previously did the Amy Adams movie we don't say the name of, and the Can You Ever Forgive Me, which was the Melissa McCarthy movie. This is going to be an adaptation of The Glitch, which focuses on Grace, a woman whose life is falling apart in numerous ways, who suddenly finds herself back in time 5 years earlier, where she can a chance to undo what was bad and rekindle her romance with her ex, Henry. And so we don't have any information on the casting or anything. This is just in production. It might never actually happen, but look out for the adaptation of The Glitch coming soon. Not Stitch Has a Glitch. That's different.
Do you know, is this comedy? Because this sounds like interesting. I love listening to stuff.
It sounds like it's kind of based on that description, it sounds like a romantic and also the art. I feel like if it was more dramatic, it wouldn't have this colorful of an art for the book. So
it's fun to follow our members. Are you a member? Click that join button. They discuss the show while we're doing the show, and apparently we've got a lot of viewers right now. This is pretty cool. I mean, for us, this is great. We've got like over 30 YouTube viewers right now. So hi everyone. If this is your first time watching us on the morning show, this is what we do every morning. It's a lot of fun. Thanks.
See, you chose a day with not a whole lot of great, exciting news, but thanks for joining us anyway. We are going to do our winners and losers later, and that's really the highlight. So stick around for that. But right now, Star Wars Boba Fett, Black, White, and Red is a new anthology miniseries coming from Marvel Comics. As Mike notes, they apparently did this similar with Darth Vader previously back in 2023, also called Darth Vader, Black, White, and Red. And and they've also done a Darth Maul one. This is a 4-part anthology series. Each story will be crafted by a different creative team, and the first will debut on September 17th. So check out your local comic book store for that. And then we're going to do the Disney Plus Top 10 because it's Doobie Friday.
Yes, it's Doobie Friday. So on the first and last day of the week, we like to see what is trending on Disney Plus. We use Doobie's Disney Plus, which is the family-friendly version, so you're not getting all that Hulu adult stuff that's just not appropriate for our show. So what's coming in at number 1? Wait, there's golf right now. My wife is there. We'll get to that in a second. What's coming in at number 1? Snow White, finally available on streaming, followed by Alvin and the Chipmunks, Brave New World, which is relatively new, the Squeakquel.
You did it. I had my fingers crossed for you.
I fixed it.
You recovered.
I fixed it. Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel, which is 4th. Still not sure why they're all up there. Underdogs, the new documentary narrated by Ryan Reynolds. Stitch the movie, not the original or the live action. Cinderella, still up there. Leroy and Stitch, still up there. Ocean, and coming in, a new one here. Apparently, Benji's on the road. Clifford the Big Red Dog.
I think it's probably more the fact that it's summer, so kids are probably watching more Disney Plus because they're home from school. And so a lot of these family movies are surfacing, especially ones maybe they haven't watched a million times, like Clifford the Big Red Dog.
That makes sense. So it may be a while before MCU dominates like it did when we first started doing this. Let's see what's going on around Laughing Place. And first up, my wife is making me so jealous. She is at the latest ESPN The Experience. This one is called Inside the Ropes. And it is a golf tournament. She is at a golf tournament in Connecticut, but it includes so much more, including a visit to the iconic ESPN studios and your chance to take a tour, sit in the seat where SportsCenter actually takes place, which is pretty cool. So she is live blogging that. She started yesterday. She'll be there today and tomorrow as well before coming back on Sunday. So golf is new to her. So it'll be fun to see how someone who is not a huge golf fan takes to it. It includes golf lessons, chance to actually be on the course and cool stuff like that. So if you've ever had any interest in an ESPN experience or an adventure by Disney, this is kind of a sports themed version of, just check that out. She'll be live blogging it, like I said, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And
with our live blogs, it updates automatically. Do you think you could go in and program it so when it updates, it goes da-na-na, da-na-na?
See, you say stuff like that to me as a joke, but also knowing that I might actually work on it. And I can't because I have stuff to do. So that's actually kind of cruel, Kyle. Mike Celestino got to Universal Studios Hollywood, and he put up a video of Niffer and a baby dragon in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter during Mega Movie Summer going on right now. I'm so excited. I get to go see Mega Movie Summer for myself on Saturday. And Jeremiah yesterday was out at the, he was at the final push. Huh?
Mike?
Yeah, Mike. Why did I say Jeremiah?
They're both, you just swapped your coasts.
Yeah, no, you know what?
I mean, they're both Orange County. It could go either way.
Because it was chalk, I thought it was Jeremiah, even though I know it's California. Anyway, Mike Celestino was also out at this event for Chalk, which is the charity Children's Hospital of Warren County. They do a walk every year to raise money, and this was the final push, giving details on fundraising for this year's event, which will be Sunday, August 3rd at the Disneyland Resort. And finally, do not forget to play Sorcerer's Streak. If you're watching this, even though we're still in testing, if you're watching this, you're eligible to play. Sorcerer's Streak, laughingplace.com/streak. You want to make a pick more or less every day. Because we have a weekend prediction for the box office of Elio, we've taken a break on every day until that comes in. But generally, it's going to be every day you make a pick. Your goal is to get the longest streak of correct answers possible. There will be awesome prizes for the winners. But this is still the test round where we're just working on all the kinks. So if you're interested, laughingplace.com/streak. The current question is, will Marvel's Ironheart on Disney Plus be fresh or rotten on Rotten Tomatoes come June 24th, which is Tuesday, at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So I think it makes its debut then. The Rotten Tomatoes embargo will be up. We should hopefully have the scores at 10 a.m. during this show, and we'll check out and see if your streak continues or is snapped.
I was very excited that I managed to extend my streak last night as the Guardians beat your San Francisco Giants.
So in the spirit of competition, it would not really make it fair for everyone to see how everyone else is doing, because then you could decide just to skip. So we don't show current streak progress, but I can see streak progress. And Kyle, you right now have the longest active streak.
Wow.
Because everyone got the stock price wrong.
Yeah.
And the rest.
Still me.
More Google. Right. Yeah, sorry. Not having the reviews, kind of.
All right. It's computer problem time. We'll just do this. That'll work. All right. So the Walt Disney Company and their Disney's Musical in School program is expanding. This is a program which they started 16 years ago. It helps foster theater programs at under-resourced schools, and it has given the love of performing to over 100,000 kids in the U.S. and the United Kingdom. And they're starting a new online program called Stage Connect, where guides will help teachers through producing successful theatrical productions. And in addition to that resource, they are providing free access to Disney Kids musicals at elementary school, including Frozen, Finding Nemo, The Lion King, and more. Just more great Disney in the community. You could do a whole website just on what Disney does in the community. It's a wonderful thing. Hey, that one loaded. Over at Universal Studios, like Celestino again. This is Hollywood. Nope, this is Florida. Jeremiah at Universal Studios Florida, where there was previously
One day.
Previously, there was a small candy counter, Studio Suites, located inside the large Universal Studio store. Now, Universal Suites has opened across the street from that store. This is it. So Jeremiah has a full tour of it. And it includes bakery counter with many items themed Universal properties, including Shrek, Wicked, Jaws, Universal Jurassic Park, and Minions. Does this look good, Kyle? Onion cheesecake?
No.
Yeah, me either.
I mean, it looks like a dumpling. Looks like a soup dumpling.
Finally, Kyle gets.
They don't have dinosaur poop brownies or something.
You know, let's see. Maybe I missed them.
Because everyone remembers when they did that at Animal Kingdom, not dinosaur poop, but different animal poop.
Yes, the animal poop. How does this look to you? The Glinda pretzel line.
Sweet is what it looks like.
It looks
okay.
Wicked Duo S'more. Jaws Shark Cake Pop.
I mean, it's no donut go in the water.
Oh, there we go. The Jaws apple.
Anyway.
Ian Malcolm Brownie. This is the winner. I now have to change my winner of the week to the Ian Malcolm Brownie.
They were so consumed with could they that they never stopped to think should they.
All right, Kyle, you need to take this, put that, and tweet it. That is actually really funny. Please do.
In more Universal news, this time from Las Vegas, Nevada, where Universal Horror Unleashed, which is basically like a year-round Halloween Horror Nights experience, they've announced another house. This one will be the Universal Monsters. We all had to figure this was coming. You'll get to pass through a crumbling mausoleum of monster hunter Van Helsing, also featured The Mummy, Frankenstein, and The Bride of Frankenstein. And this latest house will join The Exorcist Believer, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Scarecrow the Reaping at this new thing opening at Area 15 later.
And if you dare, we do have a preview of YouTube, which I won't play on our show. You can go see it if you want to. You're your own boss.
There you go. All right, Doobie, let me go ahead and set up my screen so that we're all set. All right. On this day in 1978, an Oscar-winning actress was born. In my opinion, she is a future Disney legend, having appeared in multiple Disney properties and franchises,
including
Avatar.
Sigourney
and-
Weaver.
No, Pirates of the Caribbean, Marvel.
It's a female.
It's a female.
It's Avatar.
Avatar.
Oh,
In fact-
the woman, was she in Star Trek?
Yes.
I can't remember her name. Farlasa Bababa.
Zoe Saldana.
That's the one.
Yeah, and as I learned, she was born in Passaic, New Jersey, and I was born right near Passaic, New Jersey. I was born in Passaic County, but not
Wow.
Passaic, so. On this day, but whenever I think of her, I think of the fact that she was in both Avatar and Guardians of the Galaxy, and the Guardians of the Galaxy on the West Coast and Avatar on the East Coast opened the same day.
Oh, wow.
So it's just Saldana Day.
Apparently she's in a movie coming out tomorrow.
In 1987, a movie was released starring a famous dog with a familiar name to us at Laughing Place.
Well, it's not Nemo or Dory, I'm guessing.
It's related.
A movie with
A dog with a familiar name.
Finding
Just
Nemo,
his name.
Finding Dory.
No.
I'm so
Who
lost.
owns Nemo and Dory?
Benji?
Benji.
The
Benji
Hunted?
the Hunted. I'm not going to make you guess anymore if you couldn't even get Benji.
All right. I forgot he's named after a dog.
Well, I don't know if he is, but
I'm pretty sure he is.
all right. On this day in 1995, something was added to the Magic Kingdom. Something people who weren't there to know that when it was installed think was probably there from the beginning.
Wow, that's a great clue.
Thank you.
Can you give me a land?
Main Street, technically.
Partner statue?
The partner statue, yeah.
That's well done, Kyle. Well done.
Thank you. On this day in 1998, something opened at the Walt Disney World Resort, not in a theme park.
So it's probably not New Tomorrowland. Is it a hotel?
It is not a hotel. It is
Oh.
at what was then Downtown Disney.
World of Disney? No, too late for
No.
that. 98.
It's no longer there. How about that?
The Virgin Megastore?
No.
That was a good
This has
guess.
been
though.
replaced 2 times over now. Or
The
at least
Virgin
one
Meg-
time over, and something else is coming.
The Virgin Megastore?
No.
It's too late for Disney Quest. Not
Is
too
it
late for
though?
Disney Quest?
It's
Oh,
Disney Quest.
It is Disney Quest. My timeline is all messed up in my head. Yes, of course it's Disney Quest. I'm still waiting for
Home
Philadelphia.
of the attraction I've had the most fun on in my life, which was Astro Blasters.
I never got
Also
to do
on
it.
this day in
Wait,
1990.
back up. That was the most fun you've ever had on an attraction?
It's so much fun.
Oh, man.
This day, 1998, a Disney animated classic was released.
There were no classics released in 1998. So I don't know. What was before Tarzan?
This movie,
This movie?
it's a classic. Who is that girl?
Oh, Mulan is most definitely a classic. You know why that one's not a classic? When Rebecca and I went to see that movie, for some reason, we had like one of our biggest fights ever. I got no enjoyment out of this movie. It started before, continued after. No idea what it was about. We've been married a year. We shouldn't have been fighting. But one of our biggest fights ever.
Wow. Going back to Disney Quest real fast because I just noticed this. Did it not paste correctly? I have to paste it here. On the side of the building there, you can actually see the Astro Blasters.
That is one of the coolest side of a buildings ever.
On this
We should
day,
do a ranking of the sides of the building at Disney.
that's a great idea. Now what happened to my list? I lost my list, Doobie.
We're taking a GoFundMe for Kyle to get 2 more monitors.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to my this day. Just one second. Sorry. Do.
So while you're telling, on my way to work yesterday, I was doing a lot of thinking, so I wasn't really ingesting the podcast I was listening to. So let's just put on music so I can think and just listen to music. So I just put on a song I like by Kate Bush, and then just let Google take over from there. I'll Try came on. This is my number one absolute favorite Disney song. It truly is. And
I've had times where I'm like, man, Shuffle's really killing it today, and then I realize it's not on Shuffle. I just really like the letter M or something like that.
That's beautiful.
I'm back in business, and also I thought you were going to tell us what the fight with Rebecca was about. So
I have no idea. I don't know.
On this day in 2009, a romantic comedy from Touchstone was released with 2 big stars, and Betty White was in it.
Yeah, no idea.
That's The Proposal with
that's with Sandra Bullock
and Ryan Reynolds, where she's Canadian when really he's Canadian.
Sandra Bernhardt, Sandra Bullock, 2 very different people.
And finally, on this day in 2015, a movie opened.
Disney, Pixar. Oh, that helps a lot. It's got a sequel.
It has a sequel.
It's not a sequel.
It is not a sequel. It has a sequel.
So it must be Inside Out.
It is Inside Out. Yes.
Saw that in the
Happy
drive-in.
10th anniversary to Inside Out.
Best way to experience a movie in a drive-in.
But now, Doobie, special Thursday edition of
All I do is win, no matter what. I'm a loser.
Hard week. But go ahead.
Oh, I'll start.
We always do it. You, me, you. I like that.
Okay. My winner this week is going to be Fantastic Four, more specifically the tie-ins, because I think it's been fun. I don't know how Ilio got skipped over, though. Like, I feel like we got a bunch of news about several like Fantastic Four merchandise items coming up. I haven't seen hardly any Elio ones. Even on Disney Store, there's like 3 t-shirts. Anyway, I like the idea of people really leaning into the 4 idea, like this 4 different flavor pizza you can get for $8 at Little Caesars, or these 4 different custom sodas at AMC. I also previously announced the different General Mills cereals and the special Pop-Tarts. So I'm enjoying the different themes here and people leaning into the nostalgia as well. Well done.
All right. By that 4 pizza is like a pizza to make nobody happy, but great concept otherwise. All right. My winner is, I wanted to choose Snow White live action because look at it, a flop at the box office, but reigning #1 on Disney Plus streaming, but we don't trust it. So I went with Elio, easy pick, 86%. Way to go, Pixar, making a quality movie, solid reviews all the way around. We'll see how the box office does, but it's always good when we have a quality movie. So congratulations, Elio and Pixar. And Snow White, if you hold on to it for another couple of weeks, maybe you'll make it. My loser of the week is The Boneyard, which I've seen reports that it was originally scheduled to be open through the end of the year, like the other locations over there, and instead they're closing it on September 1st, which is sad. And no one cared. There's no big uproar. No one's going to see The Boneyard for the last day. There's no petitions to change that. No one cares about The Boneyard. This is an opening day attraction at Animal Kingdom. My child was raised at The Boneyard. It's easily the best playground at all of Disney World. So I feel sad for loser Boneyard that no one cares that they're shutting it down.
Dude, I just had an idea. I've made this joke before about the concept, but we should make a don'tchange.org and get people to sign those petitions. That's really what they're about most of the time.
That's very funny.
How much traffic can we get to don'tchange.org?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Is there ever a change.org to try to change something?
No. Change decisions made to keep things the same. Anyway, my loser of the week, and we just talked about it, is this Nat Geo store. Not because the store is bad or because like this is fun. Like I like but look at this boring merchandise. It's just the logo on a t-shirt and on a bag. And yeah, I like do better.
The whole
you
store
got
for that.
Plenty of awesome photography.
They don't own it.
Why not put that on the t-shirt instead of just your logo? Come on.
That will be funny to see if it's nothing but logo merchandise. Nothing but yellow triangles. So,
yeah. Exactly. I'm going to, even though it is a holiday, I will do the 10 a.m. check just to see if there's anything else worth talking about before we say au revoir.
Au revoir.
Tomorrow, because Doobie will be out of commission, we will not be doing a regular morning show. However, I don't have details yet, but we do plan on doing a members-only stream tomorrow. Maybe not at the morning show time, but sometime. And I'm probably going to recruit Tony Betty, so I'm thinking it'll be a rant show. I know he's got some material he's been saving up, so we'll see. I don't know if for sure that's what's going to be, but we will do a members-only stream tomorrow.
I don't know who you are, but why are you questioning me?
Probably Mike or your wife. Those are my two bets. Anyway, thank you all for watching us. Be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you know when we go live. We'll be back. Well, actually, I should probably say I'm going on vacation next week, an actual vacation where I'm going to ignore the crap out of you guys for at least 5 whole days. So
when was the last time you took an actual vacation, Kyle?
The last time I remember taking more than a day off and not doing any work was the Star Cruiser. And before that, I think it was my honeymoon.
And your goal is not to be available. Your goal is to turn off Slack notifications and be as unavailable as we let you be.
I'm going to, my wife says it's not going to happen, so I have to prove her wrong. So that's even more motivation to not check Slack. I might check my email because that's just one of those stupid tasks you do when you're sitting down and playing with your phone. But other than that.
Well, that's going to be weird because I do not know a world running LP over these past 10 years without Kyle. And if we completely fall apart, you know why.
Well, Luke will be available to you if you do want to do a morning show. He's already aware of it.
Yeah, morning shows should be happening. I always tell Kyle, don't take time off just because I'm not here. So I need to go by that myself. Will you still do the evening prep for me, though?
No.
Oh, crap.
I did inform Luke that you might have him do that, though.
Okay, good. All right. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the member stream tomorrow. Enjoy your time off, Kyle. Everyone, make sure Kyle knows how much we miss him, especially you members out there. If he's ignoring you too, make him hear about it.
Discord's not work. That's fine. I can talk on there.
Okay, good. See you guys later.
Bye.